everyone, I welcome you to lesson 4C of our class. I want to address certain challenge that some of you are facing. Some are not able to achieve this. So I'll delete it and do it from scratch for you to see. So please pay attention so that you follow alongside with me. Okay, so what we want to do is that you not enter any data here. This data will be taken from the registration sheet and collated over here. So bring your equal to sign and go to registration sheet and select this. This is what will come. Then just click on enter, hit the enter key. If you hit the enter key, it will come. Now, we are not done. We are using another function called if is blank. So, if, and then is blank. If is blank, what should happen? If this cell is blank, then produce an empty cell. If it's not blank, then what should happen? Produce what? An empty cell. So let's put this one in bracket. So we are going to copy the whole of this. If this cell, registration cell A2 is blank, bring this feedback, an empty cell. But if it's not blank, whatever value is in registration A2, bring it. So that's it. So you click on you double click on you press on the enter key, and that's what. So what you do, you do autofill. How do you do autofill? You drag it down. You drag it down to the end till you get your last your last figure. So we are ending it here. So because we use that function, you can see that zeros will not appear. I realize that my vertical and scroll buttons are not working, even though I have enabled them, unless I have to restart my computer for it to work. But don't worry, it will not affect me. So the same thing is applicable here. So you just drag it to this place, and it will also do the same thing. So if registration B2 is blank, produce an empty cell. But if it's not blank, whatever value is at registration B2, bring it here. So you just want to you drag it down. You drag it down. Now some of you are asking how to do the validation for this. If yours is 60 marks, it's not anything difficult. If it's 60 marks, select the whole of this to the last end and go to data and go to validation, the data validation. And then yours is to input, and the criteria should be decimal, and it should be between 0 and 60 marks. Here it should be 60 marks. I am using 100, that's what 100 is here. Meaning that if the user enter value greater than 60, it will not go through. That's the meaning of data validation. We are validating the data. You are allowing the user to enter a particular range of values. If that value exceeds that range, it should not work. That's the meaning of data validation. So that is also perfect. So let's come back to our business. Let's work on this. So first of all, I have a formula. I have the formula charts here. So just copy and I explain so that it will make the video to go fast. So this is the first one for class score. If you follow my tutorial, you do the same thing, you will not find it difficult in getting this formula. If the cells names are the same as mine, you will not find it difficult. So I'll just Ctrl C to copy, Ctrl V to paste, and I'll press enter. So I have put this value, and I'll do autofill. I'll do autofill. So I'll do autofill. Okay. There is, what's the meaning of this formula? I'm saying that if this cell, if cell C16 is blank, produce an empty cell. But if it's not blank, what is there, divided it by 2. But those of you who are using the 60%, the 50 marks, yours will be that cell divided by 60 times 50. That will be here. That will be here. Okay, that will be there. Okay, I hope you get it. But I'm using 100%, 100 marks, so that's why 100 marks to find 50, you just divide it by 2. Okay, divide it by 2. I hope you are getting me. If you are not, let me demonstrate it for you. Let me demonstrate for you. So those who are using 60 here, so I intentionally put 60 here. So I expect to have what? 50 here. Okay. So I will delete the whole of this. I'll delete the whole of this. I'll bring an equal to sign. Then this cell divided by what? By 60 times what? Look for your times sign. Times 50. So when I click on it will say that it give me 50. Okay, this is what I'll be using. So if I'm going to use the if is blank, so if then is blank, I'll put this in bracket, then I'll bring my comma, then double quotation, then comma. I'll just copy what is here. Ctrl C to copy, Ctrl V to paste. You see. Then I'll do autofill. Now I realize that it is not working. If it's not working, copy the whole of this. Let's use AI. AI will help us. So let's use AI. So copy this and go to your open ChatGPT. ChatGPT. You go to this website. You connect your data. Then you copy and paste the value over here. Say write the correct this code. That's right, correct this code. ChatGPT will help us to correct this code. So ChatGPT will also explain to us that to say your formula seems almost complete, correct. So this is the corrected version. It's the same thing. It's just that I haven't spaced out the bracket. So ChatGPT has helped us. Just copy this and then come back to your work and paste it there and click on OK. So just do autofill. See that it has worked now. So you can use ChatGPT to learn. You can even tell ChatGPT to explain that formula, explain the formula. Okay. I believe when you are going to develop the user form, I believe you use ChatGPT to make our work easier. So ChatGPT is going to break down the code for you and it's going to explain to you what is the meaning of it. So this formula contains an if function which evaluates a logical text. So you can use it to understand your calculation. Okay. So without wasting my time, my focus is not 50%. We are looking, it's 100. So I'll put 100 here. So I'll change my formula back. So this is going to give, I'll delete this thing. So yeah, I'll delete those details, and I'll put 2 over here and click on OK. I hope it's clear. So the second, this is the second distance. This one is let's put 70. So 70 divided by 2, you are expecting to get 45 here. Okay, 45. So I've just written the formula. So just copy. The first one is the same I've explained, so I'll just paste it there. Just paste and do autofill. Total, I have done it, so just copy. I'll explain this one for you because this one seems a little different. So Control C. We just paste it here. So let me explain. Here we are assuming that an error will occur, and if that error occurs, it can affect the computation of the formula or the working of the formula. So to avoid this, Excel has an inbuilt function that check such errors and prevent them from happening. So here I'm saying that if there's an error, what will happen? If there's an error, bring an empty. If there's an error in any of the cell, don't bring any value, make it an empty value. Okay, and then there's an if, and then if and all is blank. Now if, which is a conditional sentence, a conditional statement, if this cell is blank, if this cell is blank, if these two cells, you see there are 2 cells, we are adding 2 cells. Okay, we are adding 2 cells, so that's why we are bringing the or. Okay, we are bringing the or. The or is to differentiate between the 2 cells. So if this cell is blank and also this cell is also blank, what should happen? Bring an empty value. Bring an empty value. But if it's not what? Empty, then add them. If it's not empty, add them. That's the meaning of that formula. Okay, if you want to have more understanding, you can go to ChatGPT for more explanation. Thank you very much. So do autofill. So don't forget, I have formatted the cell to give me that. So you can also do that. It's not everything that I have to tell you to do. Okay, so let's go to the grade. So the grade, I have the formula over here, so you just copy. So copy everything, Control C. Please copy it very well, if not you can get an error message. So Control V. Now I'm going to explain this formula. It also look like the other ones that we have just explained. Okay, this one is saying that I'm giving 2 conditional statements. I'm saying if this cell, which is G16, this is G16, which contains the total marks. The total marks will be used to determine the grade of the learner. So that is it. You are using the total marks to determine the grade of the learner. So if the learner had 95, it means grade 1 in BEC. Okay, but below 35, that is grade 9. So we want to make the system to give us the grade automatically. So how do we achieve that? So first of all, we say if if this cell is blank. We have another or. We are not saying if it's only blank. What if it is not a number? So we are saying if this cell gene 16 is blank and it is not a number, and there's no number in gene 16, bring an empty value. Make that cell empty. But if that cell is not empty, it's not blank, and the value inputted is a number, go through these codes. If what the learner got is within this range, if it's greater than 90, produce what? 1. If it's greater than 80, produce 2. If it's greater than 70, produce 3, in that order. That's the meaning of this code. Thank you. I haven't put the equal to sign, so make sure to copy. That's why I say copy the code well. If you don't put the equal to sign, it will not do. So do autofill. So let's go to the remarks. Everything has been done for you to make your work easier. So this for remarks. You copy it well up to here. So I'm just going to paste it under the remarks. Control V to paste and click on enter. I'll do autofill. Let me explain this one over here. Still we are using the total. That's the total is located at cell gene 16, and we are saying that if the cell name gene 16 is blank and also the value there is not a number, bring an empty cell. But if there is a value and it's a number, it's a numerical value, then go to this line of codes. If it's greater than 90, bring highest. If it's greater than 80, produce what? Higher, in that order. That's the BEC grading system. Okay, thank you. If you have any question, we will use our platform, our WhatsApp platform for that. So let's add the last one. Let's speed up work, because some of you are saying that the video should be around 20 minutes. So I want to ensure that it's within that range. Okay, so copy the whole of this. Control C. I'll send this document to you on the platform. Okay, I will send it to you on the platform, so don't worry. So just paste, delete this and paste your, there, click on enter. Now let me also explain this code. This code is for, I know all of us are familiar with this. Why did I log these cells? These are the ranges of cells that I want the Excel to look through for me. Remember that we are working with 200 students. We are working for 200 students. So the last student to be around will be on this cell, this range of cell. Okay. So I believe that is it. Let me see the last range of cell. My vertical bar is not working. So the last range of cell is 215. So let's do that correction. Control. Let's do that correction. If that is the case, then let's do that correction. So here to be 216, not 215, 220, 216. 215 rather, or 216. Okay, 216. It is the same thing. Now let me explain this formula. So this function, this formula enable us to get a position. Okay, the position, you use the rank function. So if it's the rank, you use this, and automatically to bring the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But you want to bring this thing like first, second, so you use what is called the choose. The choose will look at the total mark of the student and rank them accordingly based on their marks. So here you are saying that you are just ensuring that if the cell is blank, it should give us an empty cell. But if it's not blank, it should go through this line of codes and give us a feedback. So that's why you can see that you are using not. It's very important. Yes, thank you. We don't want to make our work look clumsy. We want our work to look beautiful. Okay, so you see that I haven't entered any value over here. You see that these cells are empty. Here, by default, we are going to open them. By default, these cells are locked. They are locked. But before we do that, let's check that your formulas are working. So check it well. So let me put some value over here. Then put another value over here. So let me put 70, 60. So automatically to give us. So you can format the whole of this. So I'll give that color. That is the color you want. You can choose it. Choose any color of your choice. So yeah, I'll come back and give it a. I don't want to do the autofill, and that's why I'm feeling lazy. Don't mind me. I use the same color, so I'll come here and change it to auto. Now let's work on this. So that when you click on it, it will just delete these values. Okay, it will delete this value. So right click on it and go to assign micro. So delete whatever is there and right there clear max. Okay, then select new. For you will not have this problem. Okay, so let me Control C V. You will not have this problem. Okay, so let me use this one quickly. So let me change it to my color. It's like I have coded it and I've forgotten. Because I have coded it, it's giving me that. So do that, right click here and go to assign micro. Okay, then delete whatever is here and write there clear max. Then click on new. Ensure that the micro is working on the same workbook that you are working on. So you click on new. Let me do that. I have worked on it, so that is why it's giving that error. So yours, it will not be like that. Okay. I don't know why it's giving that error message. Let me see. Okay, no problem. So I'll just I want to give it a particular name, but don't worry. So I have a, if the first one didn't work, you just do the same thing. You just click on new and it will open this. So you just come to I will send this formula to you. I will send this to you. It contains the formula we are using, the codes that you are using. So just copy the whole of this. Copy. Don't copy the sub procedures. Okay. Don't copy the sub procedures. So just paste it inside the sub procedure. So let me explain to you. We have been making use of this from this code for long, and I believe by this time you have an idea about it. Okay, so I will not explain up to here, but I'll explain here. If you look at the work that you are doing, we only need to clear the whole of the class code, the 100 marks. For your case, those who are doing the 60 marks, you want to clear only this cell C, and this cell C, the first cell we want to clear C16. So that's why you look at the code, you have 616, and the range to the last one is 216. I don't want to go down. You can go down and check. It's 216. So you are saying that this range, select this range for us. If we select this range, then clear. That's where range 616 is to 216 dot select, then selection dot clear content. So the line of code that enable us to clear things in our worksheet is called clear content. Now, after it clear the content, we want it to clear this one too. We see we cannot give it that range, because if you give that range from here to here, it will clear it. We don't want it to clear this thing over here. We don't want to clear it. Okay, we don't want it to clear it. That's why we didn't use this one. We want it also to clear those that we want to clear. We have distinguished them with a color, a white color. So we want it to clear this cell, that is E. So that's why you have here the range E16 to 216 dot select. Then what happened? Clear that selection. After you have cleared that selection, what will happen? Please let the pointer be on this cell. Let the pointer be on this cell. We can leave this cell, but it's very important. We are instructing the code that after you have done this clear, selection, first of all, it will clear this one. After it's clear, it will come and clear this one. After it's clear this one, then the pointer will be at this range, this cell, C16. The pointer will select that cell. Okay, so that's it. So let's run this code. So see what will happen. You see that it has selected this cell. So assuming if I change it to 17, see what will happen. Save it and run it and see. It will select this one. Okay, you see. So I want to select this one, 616. You can even give it a message box. It all depends on you. This one you can add it if you like. So this one is I want it to, after it clear everything, it will give me the feedback. So let's run it and see. So save your work. So let me clear. If it clear, it will give me that feedback. You see, data has been clear. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. So now, before we duplicate this cell, we need to do certain things. One, we need to unlock this cell. After you have done it, we are going to protect it. Yeah, we're going to protect this worksheet from manipulation. Some people are there, they are just to edit people's work. So we're going to prevent that. Okay, we're going to prevent that. So before you do the duplication of the subject sheets, do this thing. So first of all, select this place to the last cell. I don't know why my selection is select this place, then control and 1, go to protection and click on unlock. Okay, you do the same thing to this one. You select the whole of E16 to E. Do fast, be fast. So control 1 and click on unlock. Click on OK. So by default, these cells are locked. So you have to unlock where you want the user to enter the details. So if you are done, let's check this line of code. Let's check what you have done. Just click on protect. So you want the cell to select only the unlock cell. After you finish everything, you have to put a password over here. But later on, I'll put a password there. But you put a password in, and then I will unlock it. So it will ask me to. If you forget your password, you cannot recover it. So as you are entering your password, write it somewhere. Some of us we like forgetting passwords. So please, if you know you cannot remember a password, just leave it blank like that. Okay, so just click on OK. So if I click on OK, the user cannot select these cells. It cannot select it. It cannot see. It can only select this white one and this one. It cannot select this one. The user cannot do anything here. You see, the user cannot do anything here. He cannot do anything. He cannot do. So I will unlock it for now. If you're about to finish the coding, you will just unlock it. So now this is for English. So you duplicate it for all the 10 subjects. Okay, you duplicate it for all the 10 subjects. So I'll do only 2 subjects, and the rest you do it by yourself. Okay, you do it yourself. So how do you duplicate? Your hand will be on control shift, and you use your mouse pointer to the right. It will duplicate. So here, what is the first subject? Maths. So just write the second subject is maths. So here, duplicate it. The second one is science. So write science. The third one is science. So you are going to do it for all the subjects. So maths. So maths, come here and change here to what? To mathematics. So here, change it to what? Integrated science. Okay, so you did for all the cells, all the subjects. I'll do the last one again. This one is for social studies. Okay, so I'll clean here and write the social studies. Now if you are done with that, come to English. Come to English. If you are done, make sure you do for all the subjects. If you are done, come here. The English is already done. Come to Maths, right click and go to link, and you select what? Place in this document, and select Maths and write the screen text mathematics. Please take your time and do it. You come to science, click on it, right click, go to link, and you select science, screen text, write there integrated science. Do for right click, go to link, do it for social studies. So now, because for the sake of this tutorial, I will do it this subject, you will do it for all the subjects. After you have done it all, you also create a sheet for master sheet. Just create a sheet for master sheet and also link it to it. Okay, and then after you have linked it, you just copy the whole of this and then paste it and delete this. I'll do it in the video, don't worry, I'll do it in the video. So we'll stop here. Thank you very much. Save your work. See you in class soon.